Champions League Super Match of the Week. Set 2 underway. Cansu with the serve for Vakif Bank Istanbul. They're trailing Vero Volley Monza of Italy by 1-0 in this CV Champions League Volley 2022 fourth round Super Match of the Week. Plenty of hashtags you can get stuck into during the course of this Champions League as Vakif Bank get their side out and level up at 1 apiece. There is hashtag CL Volley, hashtag CL Volley W for the women, and hashtag CL Volley M for the men. Nice, good art by Eye Catch. Interestingly, Barch Hackley had a quick look as that ball came out to her to see what was in front of her, to take her eye off the ball, get back to it, but even though she did that, she just had a little look through the net then to see what was going on. Didn't really help. That's what makes Ogbogu one of the best in the business. It's her speed. She may not be the tallest. She doesn't need to be. She's one of the quickest. She's in early, she's up fast, and the ball goes down before anyone can react. Ogbogu now with the serve. Another good swing from Hack, as you might expect. Good leave, easy leave. Brilliant swing, but Stysiak just held her ground and said, come on then, hit me. Is that all you got? It was enough to get the ball out, no one else could get to it. The Kanyaks come in through the middle, number 8 for Vakif Bank. Stysiak's kept her place on court. Nice touch. Oh, but once again, that's twice now. That's happened to Davis Skiba, where she's got a little bit too close, a little bit off balance. Just really didn't use her body properly, get that left arm swinging to get her up in the air to get in a good place to have a hit on that one. Stysiak trying to avoid the block, which she did very well, but she also did very well in missing the court. I think that one may have come off hands. Not that hands is playing, off of players' hands. Well, that's what they were looking for, not hands, but whether or not there was a net touch. Now, the net was moving, and the question is, did the net move up to touch the player? Now, this is the thing. So, Gabby's saying no. The net was already moving, but if the net moves up to touch the player, that shouldn't be a net touch. The player has to move down or move in to touch the net, but it's gone against it. There you have it. And that's the best way to reply. Let the volleyball do the talking. Gabby does that. Side out achieved. Well, Chackley just saying to Guidetti, no, it's in, it's fine, don't worry. Don't need to challenge that one. Monza up by 2 again. They're doing their really good job here, Monza. Keeping the crowd quiet, just the odd boo and whistle. That won't affect anybody. That one not kept in play, and so Keith Bank get their side out. Well, no carry called against Elesoro, so play continues. Hack goes a little roller, well picked up by Porokiale. And a brilliant block by Ogbogu. And now Keith Bank beginning to roll here. Beginning to roll over Monty. You feel that's a brilliant block, isn't it? An absolute monster. Oh, well played. We talked about how quick Ogbogu is. Benacy's taller. but equally just as impressive. Doesn't quite jump as high in terms of off the floor, but has a good height, good reach, and that went down very quick. Nice ball in by Aicha. High catch, good up. Oh, another huge block from Ogbogu. Stysiak stuffed. Ogbogu unable to back up her big block with a decent serve. Stysiak's got a good jump serve on her when she gets it going. Good touch. Lovely. Really good swing from Katerina Lazovic. Such a joy to watch all of these players, both of these teams, with such quality across the court. That's an amazing swing over the top of Hack and down the line. Have a look at Stysiak's style. There's absolutely no left arm here at all. There's no emphasis to use the hands to jump. It's all just, I'll get off the floor a little bit and then swing. When you see players like that are very tall and don't have to jump to get high, you wonder just how much better they could be if they had a proper swing, if they had a full arm swing to get up into the air and then really open up to coming onto the ball. Hack, that's from Hack, look at that, really good arm swing, gets up, gets over and swings. If Stysiak had Isabella Hack's arm swing and technique, you just wonder how much better she would be, how unstoppable she would be. And what that would mean for her team and for her country. Net touch against Vakif Bank. Stysiak was just waiting for that. Babiskiba thinks that was just off the hands and away. It wasn't seen, wasn't given. Chance for Marco Gaspari to have a chat with her and with the team. They're going to challenge this. I think it was off the block and away. Eurovolley.tv is the place to go to watch all of your Champions League volleyball, European volleyball action. Not just the super match of the week, there's plenty of other matches going on. There's all of the reruns of games. You can also find out what's going on around the clubs, the teams, the championships, the Champions League at cev.eu on the website. Another long look at this. The block touches have been full of incident, notably since the first one was given as a touch, then not, and then since then they've had a really close look. Take their time to make sure they got them absolutely right. They've been right, every single one. There's not been a dodgy one. So maybe Gabby's net touch when on a net that was moving up and down anyway, but that's not a touch. It's gone against Viravoli Monza. And so Michel Barch-Hackley will serve. Akif Bank still trailing, though, in this set and indeed in the match. But that's an ace serve. David Skiba is pretzeled as that one goes up into the crowd. Great serve from Michel Barch-Hackley. Did not contain that ball, David Skiba. She knows it. All square, all to play for. Oh, great hit. What a way to come back from David Skiba. He's 21 years of age, the Belarusian international. Already married to Ulad, who's in the men's team, Volleyball Monza in Italy. Oh, we've got a rotation error. And they're saying they moved they moved after the ball was touched. This is one of those areas where really players are moving all the time, and 99% of the time they're all moving. Oh, that's just miles out of rotation. Yeah, there's cutting it fine, and then there's just really running before anyone's hit the ball. Side out achieved. Guidetti not happy, but it was pretty obvious, wasn't it, that Kenyak, the middle blocker, had ran all the way over out of position before that serve was played in the last point. Nothing wrong with that one. That's a top swing from Gabby. The Skiba just about gets onto that. And again, she's got a left arm on her. That doesn't drive up into the air to get her straight, that she can then hit over her shoulder. Have a look at her. Oh, I don't quite get to see it, but have a look next time. And watch what David Skiba's left arm does when she goes to attack the ball. Oro with the serve. Now, Monza move into a strong series of rotations here. Stysiak into the front row, so 3 front court hitters. And a little change-up. Stysiak's playing on the other side, and David Skiba going over to act as the opposite. So a little tactical change that for Stysiak. But interestingly, when you look at the Italian league stats, she's down as an outside hitter, but she's not. She's an opposite. Gabby not catching any hands, not finding the court. Timeout called. Monza up by 3.
I know that it's an easy center two, blah blah, but they are doing all the time with that. Come on, they change.
Despite their best efforts in this match, it really is